Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the boat Hairspring. For those who are new to the channel, my name is Ivan and today we'll be having a look at one super cool San Martin watch that was sent to me by Aliexpress. The reference number is SN021 and besides the top-notch quality that San Martin is known for, this one also features a gorgeous 369 Tiffany blue dial. Anyone who is interested in this watch can get it from the San Martin official store on Aliexpress. You can find all the relevant links and a discount code in the description below. This model with a PT5000 usually retails for around 340 euro, but during a sale you can purchase it for quite a bit less. On top of that, you can use the discount code Hairspring, which will save you an additional $20. The watch is available in two different colors and there is even a Sellita SW200 option, which is of course more expensive. By the way, you can use my discount code with any product you like, as long as the total of your purchase is over $200. On AliExpress you can find pretty much everything, and here's a look at some of my recent purchases. As you can see, they're not all watches. Now, let's begin with the review guys and see whether this San Martin is worth its asking price. This is what the packaging looks like. The watch arrives in the same cylinder PVC box as the last two San Martins I've reviewed. Inside of it you will find a user's manual, a warranty card, a spring bar too, and a little screwdriver which comes in really handy for resizing the bracelet. Finally, you get a mini dog tag which you can attach to your keychain, backpack, or you can just completely forget about it. Moving on, let's have a word about the dimensions. I think this is the part that many people will be pleased with, because the dimensions of this watch make it really versatile. The case diameter is 37 mm, the lug-to-lug is quite short as it measures only 45.5 mm, and the thickness is just 11.3, and that is including the top hat sapphire crystal. Finally, the space between the lugs is 20 mm. If you have followed the channel for a while, then you know that I prefer watches that are bigger, heavier, and usually above 40 mm in case diameter. However, I'm very pleasantly surprised with how this San Martin sits on my 17 cm or 6.7 inch wrist. I think guys, it looks fantastic, and even though the case is just 37 mm, it still has a ton of wrist presence, which is something I contribute to the dial color. In addition, it's very comfortable and sized for me, it weighs 117 grams. One of the main reasons why I really like San Martin watches is that they are exceptionally well built and well finished. And I'm glad to tell you that this one is no different. The vertical brushing on the case and the bracelet is very fine and very consistent, while the high polishing on the sides of the case is literally mirror-like. The build quality is also solid and there are no QC issues at all. You get a screw-down case back and a screw-down crown, thanks to which this model delivers a decent water resistance of 100 meters. And finally, the crystal is made of sapphire, but we'll talk about it a little bit later. Before I give you a closer look at the dial, I would like to mention the bracelet because it's pretty great, and as I already told you, the finishing is impressive. It's a 3-link bracelet, it's 20 mm wide, but it tapers down to 16. It also comes with solid female end links, so you do get a true lug-to-lug of 45.5 mm, which means that even people with wrists as small as 14 cm in circumference will be able to wear this watch just fine. One more thing about these end links is that they fit the case perfectly. I mean, the tolerances here are very high. The rest of the links are obviously solid as well, and they are joined together with screws. Finally, the clasp is milled, it's also beautifully machined. It carries the San Martin logo, but it has only 2 micro adjustment points. Alright guys, it's time for the main event of the evening, the dial. Clearly, this San Martin SN021 is heavily inspired by the Rolex OP and Explorer models, and I think it looks stunning. You're getting a 369 turquoise painted dial with applied hour markers, an applied San Martin hexagonal logo, and Mercedes hands. The handset and the markers are high polished, and they go well with the matte dial very well in my opinion. There is no date, and I actually love that as it makes everything nice and symmetrical. The legibility is also excellent and everything is very well finished. Even at the macro level, you really don't see any imperfections. Overall, I really like the dial, I find it very eye-catching, it's an attention grabber for sure, and the people around you are definitely going to notice it. I've no idea who was first to put a turquoise dial in a watch, but that person is a freaking genius. Whether it's a Rolex, a Doxa, or a St. Martin, it just looks amazing. As mentioned earlier, the dial sits behind a piece of top hat sapphire crystal with air coating on the underside. It's quite thick and it seems to be of very good quality, so a bonus point for St. Martin not trying to cut any corners. Oh, and there is one thing that I forgot to mention here, guys, and that is the lume. The hands and the indices are filled with a decent amount of BGW9, which you all know how good it is. It glows in blue, it's fairly bright, and it's long lasting. So, the only part that we haven't talked about yet is the movement. I'm pretty sure this is the third time I get a St. Martin with a PT5000, and for those who are not familiar with it, it's essentially an ETA 2824 clone that it was first produced in 2015 by HK Precisions, and for most people, including myself, it has proven to be a great performer. It has 25 joules, a VPH of 28,800, and a stated accuracy of minus to plus 12 seconds per day. Over the course of the last 8 days, I've been getting about 5 seconds per day, which is unbelievably good, and so far the best accuracy I've ever got from this movement. I don't expect you to have any problems with the PT5000, but if you ever do, you can buy the whole movement from Aliexpress for just 50 bucks. And by the way, that also makes it a great movement for any custom builds you may have in mind. I know that some of you guys are wondering right now if there are any negatives about this piece that you should be aware of. Well, personally speaking, I love it and I have zero complaints about it whatsoever, but there are a couple of things about the bracelet that you should know. It is excellent, but to get a perfect fit, all I had to do was to remove just 2 links. I remind you that my wrist is 17 centimeters in circumference, so if yours is over 18.5 centimeters, you may want to contact St. Martin and ask them whether it's possible to supply you with a couple of extra links, because chances are it's not going to be long enough for you. Finally, as I showed you earlier, the clasp features only 2 micro adjustment points, and although I got a perfect fit, I'm not sure everybody will be as lucky as I am. On the bright side, I believe you can purchase the full-size clasp separately. At this point, I think we've covered everything about this St. Martin. It's pretty clear that I like it a lot. It's a great looking watch with outstanding build quality and finishing, and that's why I believe it's well worth the money. It also seems that St. Martin has been listening to its customers, as they are now being consistent with their logos. On the dial, crown and clasp you will find the same hexagonal logo, although I did like the shark they were using before. Now, if anyone from St. Martin is watching this video, I have a recommendation for you. Please consider releasing this exact model in 39mm. And also please do something that Rolex never will, a bronze version of it. I'm sure that many of us will be very happy to see it happening. Guys, right now there are 4 St. Martins in my collection and I enjoy wearing them all. The value for money you're getting with these is unbeatable, and I'm confident this turquoise SN021 won't be my last watch from the brand. In fact, I already have my eyes on a couple of new releases. The first one is this SN076-G, it's a Nautilus homage, and they silently updated it with a new ice blue dial. It's a 44mm case, and I'm 100% positive this watch is going to be spectacular in person. The second one is a Seamaster homage, and I'm also very curious to check it out. It looks fantastic in blue, it comes with a fully lumed bezel, and I'm especially interested in seeing how good that Seamaster style bracelet is. I've left the links for both in the description below in case you want to have a look for yourself. That's the end of today's video, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about this St. Martin, about its size and the dial color. Please share your opinion in the comments below. Bye guys, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.